In the heart of busy Lagos, while everyone rushed and shouted, Kunle sat quietly under the almond tree, just watching and thinking. Mama Sola shook her head as she passed him. That boy is just lazy, she muttered to herself. From across the street, old Baba Tunde watched him too, wondering why a strong young man had no fire for work. Children laughed and pointed fingers. Look at the lazy one, they shouted. The insults grew louder every day. Even grown men mocked him loudly. Hunger will teach you sense, they said. But Kunle stayed silent. At night, Kunle remembered his father's words. A slow mind can beat fast hands. He promised himself things would change. Then one evening, rain fell without mercy. Lagos streets turned into angry rivers, and people ran for their lives. Mama Sola lost half her food that day, watching it float away in the dirty water. Baba Tunde's fishing tools were washed away by the flood. Another disaster in Lagos. While others saw disaster, Kunle stood in the rain watching carefully. He saw fish swimming freely in the flood. That night, Kunle followed the flood with a small lamp, searching for answers no one else was looking for. He knelt in the mud and found fish trapped in shallow water, dying slowly. That's when the idea was born. The next morning, Kunle told the people his idea. Make ponds to trap fish when floods come. The crowd laughed until tears came. This boy is mad, they said, but Kunle stood firm. Mama Sola stopped and listened. She gave him a small flooded space behind her shop. Try it, she said. Baba Tunde also came and gave advice about fish and water. For the first time, Kunle felt hope. That night, Kunle worked without rest. His hands bled, but his spirit stayed strong and his dream grew real. Baba Tunde tested Kunle's knowledge with hard questions. Kunle answered calmly, and the elder nodded with respect. Weeks later, dark clouds returned. Thunder shook the sky, and people panicked again. Another flood was coming. But this time, Kunle stood ready. His channels and ponds were prepared to guide the flood. The rain came with fury. Water rushed in strongly, testing every channel, every net, every plan. Kunle and Baba Tunde fought the water all night, holding the nets with all their strength. By morning, the storm stopped. The ponds were full of living fish, and Kunle collapsed, smiling. People woke up and saw the ponds moving with fish. At first, no one could speak. Then whispers started spreading. Hunger turned into joy. The lazy boy had saved them all. The same mouths that mocked now praised him. People bowed their heads and asked for forgiveness. Fish fed the community for days. Children laughed again. The market grew busy, and hope returned to Lagos. Kunle taught others how to build the ponds. He kept no secrets. The community changed forever. People stopped calling him lazy. They gave him a new name, the Thinker of the Waters. Baba Tunde told Kunle's story to children. Remember, he said, great ideas need patience and courage. Years passed, but the story remained. The land remembered Kunle's wisdom, and the floods brought food forever.